I just start. Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
You can share, sir. Okay. Good evening to all dignitaries, guests, and organizers. Myself, Sartha Gupta, with great joy and immense exultation, I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to Mr. APJMJ Sheik Dawood, who has given his kind consent to become resource person for today's placement talk on cloud computing. Mr. APJ M.J. Sheik Dawood is one of the administrator of Dr. Abdul Kalam's International Foundation. He has been carrying out the tasks which Doctor left behind for us. He is an acclaimed computer technologist who has effectively done research work at a top university in US. He has been issued a B1 certificate of visa by US government. However, he has given it up all and actively planning and implementing his research for India's welfare. Mr. Dawood has worked in various technologies such as cloud computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and especially in Microsoft Azure. He is currently working as a senior technical manager at Crypto Technologies Chennai. Mr. Kalam's launch of their dreams instilled confidence in hundreds of school children, nurtured talents, and paid for hundreds of balloon femto satellites and made the name of the government school students in Guinness Book of World Records. The achievement was displayed in Times Square, which was seen worldwide. Mr. Dawood has implemented many creative projects in collaboration with various industries and also is helping India develop its potential in technology to make it the best green country in the world. Like Dr. Kalam, whenever he speaks on the stage, he addresses everyone as his friends, which automatically yearns to accept him as a leader. Although many prestigious universities have approached him for honorary doctorate in recognition of his proactive work, he has lived a humble life for all of us, earning a doctorate only after engaging in a full-time research and performing new discoveries to the people of India. Along with his younger brother, who works faster than a clock and has always worked for a country, we welcome you both, sir. The brother has set an example for all in present that shows how Mr. Kalam's take care of his family. On behalf of all, I would like to pay my respects to His Excellency Mr. Sheik Dawood, who has been working tirelessly to guide us to the present, to double our faith, to triple our success, and to multiply our happiness as self-discipline, morality, honesty, courage, and compassion. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us time, and you may begin with today's talk. Thank you.
Sir, you are muted, I think, sir. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are hearing now. Yes.
Okay. So good evening, friends, and I'm really humbled and thankful for this invitation and talking to the such wonderful university in India. I would like to give my greetings to Dr. Revati Venkatraman, Professor, Chairperson, School of Computing, and Dr. M. Lakshmi, Professor and Head, DSBS School of Computing, and organizing team, Dr. Rajkumar, who is very close friend of mine, and we've been working and talking and more than 6 7 years on various topics in computer science and now in AI and ML. So he has been a motivation for me to do a lot of research and keep asking questions in different areas. So you, as a student, you are fortunate to work with him. So I also greet Dr. S. Sudhakar, Assistant Professor, Department of Data Science and Systems, Business Systems, sorry. Dr. P. Kanmani, Assistant Professor, Department of Data Science and Business Systems. And I also would like to greet all the students, my friends. Thank you so much for inviting me on this talk. So let me see how I can give my knowledge and experience to share it with you. So the idea is I would like to talk about how current scenario in place in SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. IaaS, that is like cloud computing, how it is evolving. So I have got around 20 plus of year experience in software engineering plus cloud computing and AI and ML. So I've been working with various organizations like Farmers Insurance and Tata Motors and Microsoft India and including Fortis Healthcare, implementing solutions to address the common issues. It is not do a research and for scientifically, but I always think how I can contribute for societal development as well as the human development. So now here I would like to talk about how cloud computing is evolving. As all you know about ideas, anytime any student or anybody who comes out of the college, they always think, yeah, I have an idea and I want an immediate solution. So I don't want to depend on a data center or I don't want to even depend on a developer. So I don't want to depend on a third party systems. Still, I want to build product faster. So this is my idea. So this is how people think when they want to do something and they want to.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Actually, your voice is somewhat, echo. We can getting the echo sound also, sir. I'm sorry, sir, for that.
Is it okay now?
Still, we are getting some echo, sir. I'm sorry. Now it is not audible, sir.
Now is it okay?
Yeah, okay, sir. But your voice is somewhat, the voice tone itself. We felt that some echo, sir.
Yeah, headphone. I don't think you're getting. Still, the sound is you are getting echo.
Now it is okay, sir. And suddenly it comes echo, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me try to manage like this.
Okay, yeah, yes, sir. Thank you.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so this is how any software developer or anybody who has got an idea to implement it. Friends, today, if you want to see, if you imagine something you want to develop it like 20 years or 25 years back, you'll definitely think about a couple of things. First one is, what is that infrastructure I'm going to use it, where I'm going to host my website, and who is the developer I'm going to hire, and what is the infrastructure we need to identify, and what are the services we need to identify. Today, thanks to cloud, so you will not think about all those things today, and you will only think about your potential problem and how you started using cloud. Now, with that, I would like to move on to my next slide. The first topic is, software as a service. So this is very famous, and you are familiar with this. Cloud application. It is also called cloud application service. Most of the applications today, anybody develops it, it will be like software as a service. There is a good idea if I develop the software as a service, then more people can use it. They can become a consumer of my product. So another advantage is you can actually distribute this application via internet. So it is not an independent application or standalone applications. Again, somebody who got access to the particular URL, he'll be able to enable that service. So majority of the SaaS products, SaaS applications are through internet. So you will actually have to go to the particular website and do a sign up and start using that service. Okay, what is the advantage? So the advantage is very easy. Suppose you've been thinking of integrating something, but instead of buying that software as a straight service, now there's a great opportunity. Before even I start using that software, I have an option to test it out. So that's a software as a service. You have option advantage. You actually integrate the free version, the API, and you test it out. And then if it is good, then you will actually implement it. That's a big advantage. And you check what's the pricing, each level you want to price it. So you want a minimal usage, or you want a medium usage, or you want a high usage. Based on that, the pricing is set. I'll also talk about how you can sell, you can develop SaaS applications. Here I'm talking about what its advantages. So manage from a central location. This application, when you develop it, you'll be hosting it somewhere in the cloud, so you can manage it there. So user need to depend on, okay, when somebody wants to develop application, they will not be worrying about software and hardware. So that's a big advantage of developing SaaS application. Who can use this? Imagine, suppose if you decide you want to develop a mobile application, but you don't want to develop a backend application, like there's something called Firebase. So Google is providing that. So backend, where this application is available, you just go and do a sign up. Automatically, it gives you a placeholder to create your backend, like users, like services, product. You can create it. Once you create those things, it will be given as APIs. Like you will not be developing the entire piece as a software. So because that is available as a SaaS model, you just go and create it. Then you concentrate on developing your mobile applications. So that easy it is. Because of that, more and more users are able to create more mobile apps. They are not worrying about the backend. Earlier, they had to think about two things. What is my backend? Where I'm going to store my data. Another one is how I'm going to integrate it. Here, using as a SaaS model, you're actually going to solve that problem. So another of examples here. So if anybody wants to use as a storage, Dropbox is a famous one. It's a SaaS model. Okay, now the placeholder is commonly used, and as a user you can sign up. There is a storage is assigned to storage is given to you, and what all files you put it will be managed by you. But since this service is a SaaS model, like now we are talking in Zoom meeting, this is also a SaaS model. Anybody can sign up. The service is centralized. Now, as a user group, you can have it and you can start using the service. Whatever service you use it, you will be paid. So you will be paying to the Zoom. Same thing, GoToMeeting, WebEx, Salesforce. All these things are giving you a SaaS products where you will be utilizing their services, integrating with your app or your application or your web applications. Now, next one is platform as a service. It's platform as a service. When you have a platform and that platform will hold your software, other integration component, everything as a framework. So you will start using it. Instead of, suppose in an internal data center, if you want to have some internal website, what you will do, you will purchase a hardware, you will purchase a server, then you will install the software, that is your Apache or IaaS web server, then you will host your website. Now, the platform as a service actually gives you a lot of facilities where you don't have to worry about storage, networking, all those things. There are things available, you can just start using it. So, delivery model is similar to SaaS. You can go and sign up, and what are the services you want, you can immediately start using it. Like if you want to have a server, you will go and do a sign up. After this slides, I'll show you how the Azure provides you the option to create VMs and so on. So now you can go and create a VM, and inside VM you actually install Apache server, IaaS server, then you can start using it. It hosts your website. So that is, you will not worry about network, you will not worry about storage, you will not worry about how that should be assigned to the domain. So there are options given there that will be automatically will assign. So once you sign up with any cloud provider like AWS or Azure, Google, you'll be able to do this work. So now, this allows you to design your business applications, not worrying about your infrastructure. So that is a big advantage, the PaaS delivery. Sometimes, instead of websites, you can even develop middleware. What is middleware? Where you will try to solve a business problem, you will be reading a data from applications and consuming it or delivering to some other application. There won't be any front end, like web application or mobile application is not needed. Only this business process and data will be delivered to certain services. So you can use these PaaS services to develop middleware also. So it is scalable. So one disadvantage you will see, suppose if you have a own data center and if you have a server hosted there, all of a sudden your traffic is increased and you will not be able to scale up that easily. Then you will actually end up losing so many customers accessing your service. Here, whereas in PaaS model, in 1 minute, 2 minutes, you will be able to add more servers and horizontally scale. You can also set up when the traffic goes high, it should be able to automatically add up another servers. Your website will be taken care of. So that is highly available, scalable, simple. So your developers can customize how the entire system should be behaving when you are delivering in terms of server side. So you can automate policies when the server should be up, when it should go down, when you should do a backup, all those things you can do. And you can also migrate hybrid model, like somebody is having a local data center, but some of the data he wants to have it in the cloud. Both way it is possible. So what are the characteristics? Like you can do an integrated website, databases, like now people talk about DevOps concept. If you are aware of that, you'll have to create a dev environment, then staging environment, then production environment. If you are to develop this, support this in your local environment, it will be very difficult. In cloud, you will create 3 different VMs and attach to the service. Automatically, the users are segregated. So your development will happen separately. Your staging where limited users can view the service in staging. In production, actual users can come in. So 3 different VMs you will take it, you will host your website, your services, and manage it in different way. So these are some of the characteristics. It is different in PaaS. When to use this? It is like the first scenario that I was explaining, where you will actually the service software as a service. The service is defined, and you will just consume the service and make use of it and create your applications. But here you will develop software. So you have to consider that suppose you are developing a software like HR system or some healthcare system using ASP.NET, Java, or Angular, any application. You have a backend as a SQL Server or Oracle, and you are developing a big system. You can consider using PaaS, platform as a service, where you will actually take the servers and connect it, and then you will actually deploy this web application and host it. So now there are PaaS example. You have provider, platform as a service, who are providing. So you are very much aware of that. AWS is giving that option, that is Amazon Cloud, and Windows is Azure Cloud and Google. These 3 are major provider on platform as a service. So once you sign up, you will be able to create VMs, you will be able to create storage, you will be able to create other services like streaming media services, anything ready-made available. You just only stitch these services together and start delivering customized software. Next one, we talk about infrastructure as a service, where the earlier one, the PaaS model, where you will actually request what are the services, including your web server storage, you will define. Here, infrastructure, like your local data center, you will actually define everything. Okay, I want this particular hardware, this much RAM, everything you will define. It is like managing your data center in cloud. So that is what is the infrastructure as service. So now all three these providers, they provide you to facilitate, so you can create the infrastructure like how you create in data center, and you can store your data, you can have your own web server, you can have a server, install your SAP system or your Oracle system and connect to any other services similar to your local data center, but you have it in your cloud. So there are a difference. So now you will actually, the first one you will consume the service, second one you create applications and consume the service. The third one you will only use the infrastructure, that is your server. So it is again hardware purchases. Instead of you purchase a hardware and keep it in your place, local place, there is a high chance that after some period of time you may need to purchase a better hardware. Suppose the RAM size is increasing, you will have to go again and purchase it. Now today in cloud computing, if you start with 8 GB RAM, it can go up to 256 GB and so on. It is you can just go on and add it whatever you want. That will give you performance. So that is what is highly scalable. Resources can be purchased as needed. If you keep it in your local data center, you need to plan it. You need to go and purchase a hardware and plug on it. Okay, so what are the characteristics? So it is dynamic. Again, resources are available as a service anytime you can use it. So PaaS is very important. So what you use, you pay. So you have to define what is that service you are trying to develop, what server you are going to use it. So whatever service you use, you are going to pay on that. These services are even whatever PaaS or as all these IaaS, all these things are scalable, more scalable. So you don't have to worry about how you can scale it. All the configurations are given in the portal. You should be able to do that. So one advantage is if you want to onboard a user to utilize the service, it is easy. You will just add it as a user and give him a permission to access this particular service. That easy it is. In local data center, it will be very difficult to onboard a new user. So when you use this, like again, larger companies, they want to manage their infrastructure. They take up this infrastructure as a service and put all their components inside. And now somebody asks, can I get this particular server VM? And allocate that VM and put it up. They will manage whatever services they want to host it, web server or a internet. So here I simple start. So on-premises your local data center and infrastructure as a service and platform as a service again software as a service. If you look at it in your on-premises, that is your local data center, you will actually this one you will manage your application data, runtime, middleware, OS, your virtualization server, storage, everything. You need to put somebody else to manage. Like you have to take care of all the things, including your hardware, data, everything. If imagine that you need so many people to somebody will take care of security, somebody will take care of networking, somebody will take care of hardware. So we need people to do that. Infrastructure service, you will actually manage applications, data, runtime, middleware, and OS. The remaining part, where suppose you want to use server, storage, network, all these hardware parts managed by cloud computing provider. The PaaS as a platform as service, where you will manage applications and data. These two things, and other runtime, middleware, OS, server, storage, networking, everything will be managed by software as service. You will not be managing anything. You will be only everything is managed by cloud. So now I'll stop here. The reason I wanted to talk about what it is, these topics, because you have to understand why it is existing. Today's world, I would say that number one job opportunity in India across the world. If somebody is learning cloud computing, they are in great demand. And anywhere in the world, especially in Europe and US, and a lot of because I'm experiencing as a engineer here, and I propose a lot of customers due to pandemic, and there are many on-premises data centers. First one, and they are moving into the cloud. These guys are big guys like banks. They will have 100 servers, imagine, and 25 database servers. All of them are moving to cloud. So now you see a big opportunity there. If you become a cloud engineer, cloud architect, or cloud application engineer, there's a great opportunity there. You can actually get into one of the hardcore technologies available. So various options. The first one is cloud architect. This career option is like you will understand existing infrastructure, application, everything, and you will suggest, you will come up with your cloud architecture solution. What services they need to use, how they use it. Cloud engineer is like implementation engineer. He will actually execute the things what cloud architect will. He will log into the cloud portal and create a service and connecting to the cloud developer. It is like your software engineer. There are services available. Assume that there is something called Azure function, like now serverless function, where you can go and write a function and post it there. You don't need server. So those kind of things will be done by cloud developers. Today, more and more not depending on server. They want to use this Azure function and AWS, serverless function. They want to use and host their applications and services. Now, cloud consultant who will not do any actual implementation or study these things, he will actually look at your
infrastructure, your needs, and you suggest what needs to be done. Very interesting thing. Today, data science, everybody talks about it. In cloud, it's a way going because you have a facility to store your data in terms of storing, connection, processing, and you have a computational power available where you can process you can run your algorithm with big RAM, and it may take 6 hours, 7 hours, 7 hours to run your algorithm. So you don't need to depend on your local laptop or computer. You can run these algorithms in the cloud computing because it gives you a lot of computational power. It takes care of it. So data scientist with cloud, that's another option is available. So any engineer who are aspiring to become, I told you 3 options are available. So they can go on to this AWS. This is very important. If you complete any of the certification in the market, you are very valuable. If you complete, of certificate, solution architect, DevOps engineer, security, any of combination of that, and you will be in a great demand. All these cloud computing, organizations who are doing the service, they ask this, what are the certification you have? So I think you are in the second year or third year. When you start this certification, it will be very useful. When you complete your 4 years course, the certification it will be awesome. Again, Azure. Azure is going very. I do a lot of work on Azure cloud computing. You have fundamental Azure and solution architect and infrastructure. Uh, Again, you have data. There SQL server is involved. Of course, there are roles available. Azure data scientist, Azure AI engineer. All those options are available. If you take this exam, you will be given a that is valued in market very much, and your salary level also goes up. Same way, Google gives fundamental, associate, and professional. You can take cloud architect or cloud developer and data engineer, role you can take and take the exam, and you will become a cloud engineer, a cloud architect, or cloud consultant. So today we are talking about 2020 to 23. We are in need of 4 to 5 lakh people across the world. We need cloud architect, cloud engineer, but we are only getting very few of them are specialized in it. If some of you are interested in specialized in cloud computing, it's a great opportunity waiting for you. So as a student, how do I do that? Because always this question comes up, right? So the enterprise can sign up and they'll be asking great call to sign up and do the service. But all this cloud computing gives you option where you can, as a student, you can do it free of cost. So Azure student, if you Google Azure student, get this URL where you can sign up free and you can start using experience Azure cloud computing services. So no credit card required. There are $100 credit will be given, and you can just go and create the services. Once you learn it, you can fill the service. That way, you will be able to learn a lot of cloud services which is available there. So this is Microsoft. So there is something called Google Student Program. There you can sign up as a free. For students, it's free. Once you sign up, you will be able to access Google Cloud. You'll be able to create services at Google Cloud. Something called AWS Student. In AWS also, it's not a student starter upon Cloud9. Here, your organization, that is your university, needs to be first registered here. Once they register, then they will allow you to part of that system, and you will use it all the services available in AWS. So these 3 things are freely available. As a student, you can start learning now. You can sign up and you can do that. So I would like to stop here. Then I'll start my Azure screen where you get to see what I'm actually working on. What are the minutes, I'll just take my set up my Azure screen and I'll share.